a bathroom with luxurious finishes and amenities, we've got some spa-inspired baths to give you great design ideas to make that dream a reality.
Hi, my name is Jamie Galapo of Galapo Group Design. I am an interior designer in South Florida. The bathroom size has nothing to do with creating a spa-like bathroom. The senses have everything to do with creating a spa-like bathroom. So it starts with the sight, the sense of hearing, and the smell.
We share some tips on how to create the ultimate spa bath in your home on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. Turning your home into a place where you can unwind is a big design trend right now. And what better place to start when creating an at-home retreat than with the bathroom? Today, we'll look at creating a spa-like bath by selecting the right finishes, adding spa amenities, connecting with nature, and much more. We're here today, joined by interior designer Jamie Galapo of Galapo Group Design. Jamie, welcome to SoFlo Home Project.
Thank you so much for having me.
So we are excited because today is going to be all about spa baths. So we are actually at one of your projects. So before we jump into all that, I thought it would be great to get a little bit of background on what this bathroom looked like before.
The bathroom that was here before was original to the house. It was your typical early 90s ivory and beige tile. And the shower lived in this corner, and then over here was a gigantic bathtub that they never used.
So now we bought it into 2022.
Yes.
First of all, I feel like when it comes to spa baths, the showering experience is really something homeowners are wanting more than even sometimes a tub itself.
Yes, the client just wanted to replace the tub with a shower, and we decided to place it in the center as a focal point.
Absolutely. I love that you did here with this beautiful spa bath setting is the double door. I think this gives such a grandness to the space.
We really split it off as a his and hers, and each one has their own separate entryway, but really because it's such a wide shower, we needed to have the two doors.
Yeah, I also love that you've done the large bench. The bench seating, also very important.
Absolutely, it's a great place to just sit and relax after a long day, and it's just a great landing zone if need be.
Absolutely, and now let's talk about the tile.
This is a 30 by 60.
So larger
Yes.
the tile, that is the trend. Bigger the better with tile.
Yep, yep.
And it's a polished. I love that it's so nice and reflective, but on the floor, you've contrasted with this beautiful matte. And I think the matte floor finish kind of also feels very spa-like.
Absolutely, but even more for spa, it's safety.
Yes.
So you step out of the shower and the last thing you want to do is slip.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of slip resistance, I love this pattern. You've used this mosaic that really makes a beautiful diamond-like shape the way it's installed.
We needed to pitch the shower floor, so we needed a smaller mosaic, and we had a little fun with that. But we also did not particularly accent the floor in a certain color. We kept it the same tone as the floor.
Nothing too jarring in color.
Correct.
I think is the kind of key for that
Correct.
spa bath feel.
Correct. The warm wood gives a natural element, which is really important for a spa-like bathroom, and it also really just warms up the room.
And the way it's paired with more of the white tile and counters, and they're so pretty and light, it creates contrast, but in a very soft way, a very spa-like way.
This is Sapien Stone Bianco Lassa. It's a porcelain countertop, and it also brought in the colors of the warm wood. Sometimes in a bathroom people are using hair dye or makeup, and you want something that will easily clean, and you have that with the porcelain capabilities.
Now, spa accessories also kind of play to bringing this sort of spa bath feel together. I see some eucalyptus, some greenery. You've got over here all the Q-tips and the cotton balls, all of those countertop accessories.
So I like to keep things clean with towels. I choose white, very soft, and the accessories should just accessorize and not overtake the space.
That's a great tip.
Yes.
There's one other thing here featured in the cabinetry that really brings that spa bath feel, and that's the open area underneath the drawers where you could roll or fold towels. That is
Absolutely.
definitely a spa feature,
Yes.
and it looks great too.
Thank you.
Coming up, we look at spa amenities for your at-home retreat on SoFlo Home Project.
Not all impact windows are the same. We're going to show you what we're recommending for this homeowner on today's SoFlo Home Project.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to talk about all things spa bath with interior designer Jamie Galappo from Galappo Group Design. Jamie, so before the break, we saw the other side of this fabulous primary bathroom. I mean, gorgeous two-person shower, lots of beautiful finishes. But sometimes when it comes to spa, we think about also aromatherapy. Perhaps you have a steam shower. I mean, there's so many different ways that viewers at home, when they're remodeling or even just refreshing a bathroom, to kind of bring those things in.
Absolutely. Why not add eucalyptus or mint or lavender? Those are great calming scents that would evoke a spa-like feel. And even when you go to an actual spa, you usually have that in the background.
Absolutely. I see there's even some brands make these shower mists where you can get that eucalyptus and lavender scent. Even some of these whirlpool and air bath tubs that have a special aromatherapy feature. We've got chromatherapy even in tubs with colored lights for that, you know, kind of calming colors in the water. So setting the right kind of feel with the ambient lighting and the layered lighting is one way to bring that spa feeling to a bathroom. But you brought the spa feeling in a big way with this amazing sauna, and we are gonna talk a little bit more about that. But before we do that, let's check in with Mike Martinez from USA Windows and Doors and see what advice he has for us today.
Mike here with USA Windows and Doors. I get a lot of questions about when's the right time to change my windows. Today we're going to take a look around this house and I'll show you what to be looking for. So as we walk up to this window and we take a look, there's some pretty obvious signs there's issues here, right? You see the shading and you see the dirt. You might actually think that's just dirty windows. You might think that that's something that doesn't really have any real problems. The reality is this is delamination. It's a clear sign that the glass is separating. And in this particular case, these windows, which are custom-made windows, they need to be replaced. They have no structural stability. They're primed for a hit and shattering. So we're here on the other side of the room, and you can see it's a rainy day, and a lot of moisture just hangs on this glass, and it's building up right along here. Along with the delamination we're still experiencing within the house, we can see signs within the caulking, within areas, there's moisture built up. It's coming through the frame of the window, and it's going to cause problems down the road. It looks great. Window looks like it's been taken care of, but the reality is someone just did a very quick patch job here to sell this house. The homeowner just bought it, and you can see already in just a short time they've lived here, it's already cracking. Paint's coming off. This is water damage that's already occurred. They're just patching over it. We need to take care of this right away. Well, the only thing that really concerns me about this particular window as we walk by it, obviously I can see the delamination again on the outside, but I'm really worried about all these trees right next door. In a windstorm, these are palm trees. They're whipping around. They're gonna be whipping and they're gonna be smacking this glass. It's really easy for it to break it. I'd really wanna protect myself big time. I don't see any grates for any hurricane protection currently. They probably covered it up when they sold the house. In this application, this home is a custom home. Every aspect of it was designed for this home. Not many manufacturers can handle this. Not many window replacement companies will even touch it. But USA Windows and Doors, since we deal with so many different manufacturers, we deal with so many different opportunities of how we can make your application work. Call the number on the screen or check us out on usawindowsanddoors.com. Back to you, Alena.
Thanks, Mike. So Jamie, having a sauna in a bathroom is like such an amazing way to truly have an at-home spa. And in this particular case, was this like on the wish list of the must-haves when planning the space?
Absolutely, and because we have such an extra large bathroom and we eliminated the tub, we were able to fit a sauna in a perfect corner spot.
So what was the shower space?
Yes.
It really was a perfect fit. So what was the process like?
We did team up with a sauna company that gave us special specifications for the electrical and exactly what he needed. We followed his guide.
I also love the way that you kept it open because the wood ties in so beautifully with the wood in the cabinetries.
It was the inspiration for the cabinetry. We basically got inspired from the warm wood, and we got a sample from our sauna guy, and we matched up the rest of the cabinetry.
It almost feels like an extension of your cabinetry
Yes.
into the sauna with
Correct.
that same tonality.
Correct.
That's that designer touch. And keeping it open with the glass enclosure, I feel like also in this particular floor plan was probably important rather than building walls with just a door opening.
Absolutely. We didn't want it to feel claustrophobic in any way. We wanted to keep this bathroom as open as possible. And also, the sauna is beautiful. We want to walk in and use it as a focal point.
We are going to continue talking about all things spa bath at home retreats when we come back. Coming up next, we have more spa-inspired bath design ideas on SoFlo Home Project. Back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to talk about all things spa bath with interior designer Jamie Galappo of Galappo Group Design. Jamie, so we had an opportunity to see a beautiful bath that had all the spa bells and whistles, from the in-home sauna to a very large two-person shower, and the finishes also really evoked that sort of in-home retreat spa-like feel to the bathroom itself. But now we're here in another bath in this house, and this is actually the kids' bath, right?
Yes, this is the kids' bathroom, and they also requested a spa-like feel. The cabinets were not so functional, and what we did was we created two banks of drawers here, so each of the kids has their own space, and it was the same layout. We used a soft blue as a way to evoke the spa-like experience, and then we used that blue and brought it up on the walls.
And I find that blue is always that great color, especially here in South Florida. It's that one color that I think in general, because it's like water and it just brings in that kind of earthy element.
Correct. I don't think anyone ever gets sick of blue.
And so you brought it in to the floor.
Yes, we kept it neutral everywhere else with added texture. So if you'll see that the countertops have a very light gray hue, very natural feeling using the honed countertops.
Yes.
And then the shower, we added texture with the herringbone tile.
That's another great way, if you're using a monochrome feel with your tile and all of your fixtures and everything, kind of adding interesting textures. Mixing woods. You brought in two different tones of wood here, painted and the natural wood color.
Yes, we did.
I love the way it all ties together. I want to talk about the tub because when you think of spa baths, you actually think of course, a relaxing tub. And the other bath, that was the one thing you removed from that bath.
Yes.
But here, being a kid's bath, we have a nice large tub. And I like the way the tub deck is extended out.
We did enlarge the shower for some more elbow space, and that also gave us a little bit more room for the tub, and that allowed us to create this deck.
When you bring out the tub deck more, it gives more of a luxurious feel to the size of the tub itself.
Absolutely. It also gives you a great ledge to put something on or to sit and tie your shoes.
So not only does it look good, but it functions also.
We also had this blank corner behind me, and we created the floating shells to evoke the spa-like experience, but also to fill up that wall.
A lot here feels very spa-like, down to the countertop accessories. If at home you're thinking about just doing small refresh, bringing in a spa-like feel, and you're not renovating, simply changing the wall color to a softer, soothing color, bringing in countertop accessories, even adding some floating shelves. That's
Absolutely.
something simple we could certainly just put up in any bath. Jamie, so this bathroom is another beautiful bathroom in this home that you've designed, and we are going to continue giving spa tips to everyone here at home when we come back. Next, see how connecting with the outdoors will create a spa-like experience on SoFlo Home Project. SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to talk about spa baths at home with Jamie Galappo from Galappo Group Design. So, Jamie, we kind of talked about this bathroom that we're in now right before the break. We have seen a neutral bath where you did more whites and some natural woods. Here you added the pop of blue. But do you think that when it comes to spa baths, most of the time, typically we see light colors?
So I don't think there's actually any rules. I think it's all about decluttering, which makes you feel a little bit more relaxed. I think
Absolutely.
It's adding some white elements like white towels and neutral accessories, not so much accents and accessories and loud color tiles.
Very clean, very edited.
As clean as possible.
Yes. Jamie, so I think one more thing like we have touched on throughout the episode is the bringing in of the greenery. Green is that sort of soothing element, those accents.
Absolutely. Nothing like the colors of nature, blue and green.
Absolutely, and it is all about nature. And speaking of that, we toured an amazing bath recently where you literally are bathing in nature. Rishi, this is the ultimate master bathroom.
Thank you.
It is that resort style living, elevated with all of the amenities. And I kind of want to start with this because this is just amazing with the skylight at the top. So you talked about bringing the outdoors in. How important was it to add that feature?
Yeah, this was honestly one of the first things we drew on the program. This is just kind of the cherry on top when you talk about the indoor-outdoor living program that we've curated here.
So this is an amazing shower. It's almost like an outdoor experience, but inside. But in case you wanted a true outdoor experience, you have not spared that either because right behind us is another amazing bathroom.
Yes, so the idea was much like resorts that you will see in Southeast Asia or Hawaii, there's lots of outdoor bathing opportunities.
Yes.
Because you're surrounded by nature. It's this whole concept of nature bathing. Literally, you're bathing in nature outside.
And it truly gives the resort style feel right here in a home.
Yes.
Because I think also for some of our viewers, some great tips they could take away on creating their own spa feel at home is by selecting materials that are true to that feel.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the ways that we look at designing the home spa experience inside the personal resort is being able to go as natural as possible. So as you see in this bathroom, we have unfinished honed marble, and then you also see walnuts with their natural grain, as well as additional stones. And for me, it's what is the theme of the spa that you're looking to create? And for us, it was this idea of very natural, very raw, and those were behind the materiality selections.
That's a great way to put it. And there was one thing that you did here in the outdoor area that I think makes it feel almost more resort-like. They're sort of semi-covered with the slat wood structure here.
If you would think of a very exclusive resort and spa, you have a lot of those elements that kind of bring the scale down and make it more cozy for the individual.
Oh my God, wasn't that a beautiful bathroom?
That was stunning.
I feel like we have had so much great inspiration between touring this home here with you, talking about spa bath tips, and bringing the spa experience to your own home. Jamie, I want to thank you for sharing all of your tips with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And now let's take a look at what design inspiration we have planned for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. We travel back in time to examine the design and construction of Vizcaya. We'll show you how many pieces of this mansion were bought in and shipped from Europe during World War I. Thanks for joining us this week. We hope you got a lot of great tips for your own at-home spa bath experience. And don't forget to join us next week for another all-new episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloShows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.